money. Yeah. But with the gift vouchers now, you can redeem them at any supermarket. We do gas stations, restaurants, beauty supplies for the ladies, and a host of other places.
Nice.
We start at $50,000.
Yeah.
So we actually cater to even the groundsman, you know, even the guys that work on the sanitation trucks, you know, we cater to them all.
You see, Christmas time in Jamaica, it's all about the food, the family, and the vibes. And nobody does it better than CVM.
And listen, you see my bunga rice and peas, it's so good. Make us start to sing. Make the Christmas get you.
Oh, look at no, bother with it, please. Let's stick to hosting, IT. Let's leave the singing to the voice box kids on CVM. Not you, do.
This Christmas, we are bringing the taste of the season right into your home.
Ooh, now this is how you do a seafood broil. But don't worry, we'll show you how on CVM Cook Shop.
From your favorite Christmas recipes to all the holiday entertainment, stay locked in to CVM Television.
So from our CVM family to yours, have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Get Sagicor School Companion Health Plan for as little as $2,540 per month. The time by Sagicor Life is
7 o'clock.
Tonight in CVM News at 7, JCF Year in Review 2024 sees 18% reduction in murders. PNP accuses government of failing to provide funds for Christmas work program. And Gordon steps down from KSAMC Building Committee amid investigation. While in sports, field event athletes to benefit from redevelopment of Independence Park.
From Kingston, Jamaica, this is CVM News at 7, or Weekend Edition. It's Saturday, December 28, 2024. I'm Ronaldo Adams. Councillor for the Maxfield Division, Dennis Gordon, has stepped down from his positions within the Kingston and St. Andrew Municipal Corporation, KSAMC, following the initiation of an investigation into the approval process for a development on Lyndhurst Road involving his company. Gordon, who served as chairman of the KSAMC's Finance Committee and as member of the Building and the Town Planning Committee, made the announcement on Saturday. He cited his support for the current administration's efforts to strengthen governance and emphasized his commitment to transparency and good governance. The Integrity Commission has launched an investigation into the matter, which has raised concerns over regulatory practices within the KSAMC. 19-year-old Adina Joseph of Copperwood Bickersteth, St. James, has been arrested and charged with the murder of 32-year-old Fitzroy Williams of Copperwood District, St. James. Reports from the Cambridge Police are that at about 7 p.m. on Wednesday, December 11, Williams was walking along the roadway when Joseph approached him and opened gunfire, hitting him. The police were summoned, and on their arrival, Williams was seen with gunshot wounds to his upper body and head. Joseph was arrested on Thursday, December 19, during an operation in Coral Garden in the parish. A court date has not been finalized as yet. 2 men from Manchester have been charged with wounding with intent in separate incidents during the Christmas season, leaving their alleged victims hospitalized. In the first case, 31-year-old O'Neill Thomas, a laborer of Villa Road, Mandeville, was charged following an incident in his community on Christmas morning, Wednesday, December 25. According to reports from the Mandeville police, the altercation occurred around 4 a.m. when Thomas and another man was involved in an argument. During the dispute, Thomas allegedly used a piece of iron and an ice pick to inflict multiple wounds on the victim. The police were called to the scene and the injured man was rushed to the hospital in critical condition. Investigators later arrested Thomas, who confessed to the crime during an interview. In the second incident, 39-year-old Gary Grant, also known as Big Brief, a taxi operator from Struan District, Manchester, was charged following an altercation in Christiana on Christmas Eve, Tuesday, December 24. Police reports indicate that the dispute, which occurred around 10:30 p.m., escalated when Grant allegedly used a ratchet knife to stab the other man in his upper body. The injured man was taken to the hospital for treatment, and the police apprehended Grant shortly after the incident. He has since been charged. Both court dates are being finalized. The People's National Party, PNP, is accusing the government of failing to fulfill its commitment to release funds for the annual Christmas work program. According to the opposition, the government has not yet paid workers who were engaged in several projects under the program, including many overseen by the National Works Agency. Opposition spokesperson on Road and Works, Richard Azan, expressed outrage over the situation, claiming that both the National Works Agency, NWA, and the National Solid Waste Management Authority, NSWMA, have failed to provide any support or answers regarding the delays.
Our workers who work in the constituencies, men and women who have been doing the debushing, cleaning of drain, cleaning of solid waste, are not been paid, and they have family also that they would like to make sure that they have a happy Christmas. We don't get an apology from the National Work Agency nor the National Solid Waste to say the reason why these payments have not been done. I believe that the National Work Agency, along with the Solid Waste, hold an apology to the members of Parliament and the men and women who have been out there day and night working to make sure that they are completing their work in time.
The government is set to prioritize the expansion of cold storage facilities in 2025, a move aimed at reducing post-harvest losses, enhancing food security, and creating better market opportunities for farmers, while modernizing the agricultural sector. Britannia Witter has this report.
According to Agriculture Minister Floyd Green, the Ministry of Agriculture is focused on the expansion of cold storage facilities for agricultural produce in 2025. At a recent press conference, Green outlined several key projects set to transform cold storage infrastructure across the island. One of the major developments is a $100 million project to build a state-of-the-art cold storage facility in Kirkvine, Manchester. The project, funded in collaboration with the Jamaica Social Investment Fund, JSIF, and the Rural Agricultural Development Authority, RADA, is scheduled to begin soon.
And we expect that contract to start in short order. Definitely, if it doesn't start this month, in January, that will start.
Minister Green also announced plans to refurbish the Coleyville cold storage facility and revealed that the government is pursuing public-private partnerships to establish multiple cold storage units over the coming years.
Also got an approval for Coleyville to go towards contract. The board of JSIF would have approved some funds for that. I won't give you the exact figure, I don't have it at hand. But excitingly, we're looking to engage public-private model around partnership. And we would have sat with an entity that is looking to establish 30 cold storage facilities, small modular cold storage facilities over the next few years, starting with 4 in 2025.
He emphasized that the new cold storage network will be managed through a variety of models, ensuring sustainability and efficiency. These facilities will be overseen by entities such as the Agro-Investment Corporation, AIC, farmers groups, the Jamaica Agricultural Society, JAS, and public-private partnerships operating on a for-profit basis. Britannia Witter, CVM News.
CVM News at 7 returns in a moment.
Join my private room. only $1,000 for a grand time.
That I know me. We never said that. But who going to believe me?
That is correct. $4,350,000. Yes, go ahead. $4 million? I never approved that.
Yes, me go doctor tomorrow. So me have to get the money today, no longer. Then no me face that. I never make no record or beg nobody no money.
Deepfakes are AI-generated images and videos made to look and sound like people we know and trust. They're used to spread misinformation, destroy reputations, and are used to commit fraud and scams. Don't fall victim to deepfakes. Protect yourself. For more information, visit broadcastingcommission.org or scan the QR code on screen.
No more fear of missing out. CVM TV News is on YouTube. Get up-to-date news, sports, and business content at CVM TV News anytime, anywhere. Subscribe now to CVM TV News to see it happen. You see, Christmas time in Jamaica, it's all about the food, the family, and the vibes. And nobody does it better than CVM.
And listen, you see my gunga rice and peas, it's so good. Make you start to sing. Make the Christmas get you.
Oh, look at no, bother with it, please. Let's stick to hosting, IT. Let's leave the singing to the voice box kids on CVM. Not you, do.
This Christmas, we are bringing the taste of the season right into your home.
Ooh, now this is how you do a seafood broil. But don't worry, we'll show you how on CVM Cook Shop.
From your favorite Christmas recipes to all the holiday entertainment, stay locked in to CVM Television.
So from our CVM family to yours, have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
CVM TV and live Jamaica Premier League action on a Monday night. A match made in heaven. We call it Monday Match Night. Catch all the heart-pounding JPL Monday night action from now until the end of the season on CVM TV's Monday Match Night. Matchday Mondays at 7:45 to 5 p.m. with a rebroadcast Tuesdays at 10 a.m. Nothing else can quite match up. Monday Match Night, powered by Sunshine Snacks and ABC Electrical.
Welcome back. Commissioner of Police Dr. Kevin Blake, during his delivery of the JCF 2024 Year in Review, identified the past 12 months as having been characterized by challenges and triumphs for the JCF, describing it as a year of ambitious commitments and bold objectives aimed at transforming its approach to law enforcement and public safety. Commissioner Blake reports that for a second consecutive year, Jamaica has seen a reduction in murders.
One of the most significant outcomes of 2024 has been the 18% reduction in murders. This represents a major step forward in enhancing public safety and reducing the devastating impact of violent crime on our society. Such a reduction does not occur by chance. It is the result of deliberate, strategic planning and execution driven by the commitment of the men and women of the JCF, supported by partnerships across all sectors of society. This achievement is testament to what is possible when we work together to focus on determination to tackle criminality head-on. Let's look at it from this perspective. Thus far in 2024, 736 illegal guns were taken off the streets. Of that figure, 438 were seized from assailants. That means that on hundreds of occasions, a police officer confronted and apprehended a gunman and charged them under the new Firearms Act. These cases demonstrate our commitment to lawful and measured policing focused on justice through the legal system. We cannot allow the narrative to focus solely on fatal shootings when the evidence overwhelmingly shows that the police strive to preserve life and uphold the rule of law.
A closer examination of the overall trends within major crimes indicates that shootings are down 10%. There has been a 25% reduction in reported rapes, while robberies have also declined by 21%. The commissioner says that As a result of the collective efforts of citizens and members of the JCF, there has been an overall 14% reduction in major crimes. However, Commissioner Blake also made a point of defending the integrity of the data being presented.
There are some who seek to undermine our efforts by questioning the integrity of our data. Let me address this issue head on. The statistics we present do not lie. They are rigorously compiled, analyzed, and transparently shared with the public. To cast doubt on these figures is to erode the trust and confidence that we have painstakingly built over time. Such narratives serve only to benefit the criminals who thrive in an atmosphere of doubt and mistrust.
Mayor of Kingston, Andrew Swaby, paid tribute to late journalists, particularly veteran journalist Barbara Gale, during the Kingston and St. Andrew Municipal Corporation, KSAMC, media mingle held at Hope Gardens on Friday. Gale, known for her unwavering commitment to accurate and insightful reporting, was found dead at her Caymanas Estate home on December 17.
And I just want to say we have dedicated this particular media mingle to all the media personnel who have died tragically and who even have died tragically this year, but in particular Barbara Gale, who has lost her life in a senseless manner. And we had made sure that we had a minute of silence for her because she has paved the way for many of our current media practitioners. And I just hope that I'm happy that someone, as it has been reported, have confessed to the killing. And I hope that justice will prevail.
Mayor Swaby also expressed his appreciation for the invaluable role journalists play in connecting the KSAMC with the public.
Well, I have not done yet 1 year as mayor, but I have pledged my support to the media and to try to be the most transparent as possible. I just want to work together in interest. We are not hostile to each other. They have an interest to getting out the truth, and we have an interest to make sure putting truth. And I regard the media as the bridge between us and the people that we serve.
Stay with us for Inspire Jamaica and regional and international news after this break.
Jack love and respect in all aspects. This is Agent Sasko, inviting you to join me on December 29th at the Yuba Bowl in Mona for Grateful, the concert, as I celebrate my 25-year journey in music and we celebrate gratitude itself at this time of year as we look forward to 2025. Sasko Live, and you are gonna hey, watch you now. From we so grateful, the place full. December 29th, you be bowl up a moon, not just come and hold a vibe. Hey, we'll leave a artist, we'll leave a surprise, and an early show setting, so we done by middle night.
Hey you know all the people in your business?
You should take advantage of CVM TV's unbeatable small business advertising package. Trust me. And get your goods and services in front of your customers today.
For $150,000, you get a high-quality professional commercial.
Plus 20 prime-time commercial spots.
That's massive exposure at a fraction of the cost.
Including on the #1 morning show in Jamaica, Sunrise.
So don't wait. Call us on 658-208-5377 and see your business goals happen right here on CVM Television.
The internationally acclaimed On Stage with Winfred Williams.
At a new time, Saturdays at 8 p.m. on CVM TV.
So much more than entertainment.
What's your story? What's your sign? Who dreamers? People say we're doing this in our own way. We come alive. We come alive.
We welcome you back with regional and international news.
In the region. In Trinidad, the search for Pete Phillip has transitioned from search and rescue to search and recover. The teams from Wells Services Petroleum Company Limited and Heritage Petroleum Company Limited made the announcement on Thursday afternoon. TTT News has that report.
A media release from Wells Services Petroleum Company Limited indicated that due to the length of time that has passed and the challenging maritime conditions, the company, in collaboration with Heritage Petroleum Company Limited, have made the decision to transition from search and rescue operations to a search and recovery phase. Calling the decision difficult, the team at Wells Services has determined that the possibility of survival may be unlikely. The release said the decision was reached with careful consideration following a comprehensive assessment of the situation and in consultation with recognized experts in the field. The statement continued, stating that this phase of the operation will be performed with the safety of all personnel and respect for those affected being the top priority, and remain committed to ensuring that the search and recovery is conducted with the utmost respect, professionalism, and sensitivity.
Antigua and Barbuda is set to benefit from a major coral reef restoration initiative being spearheaded by Elkhorn Marine Conservancy. It will involve the use of new coral being grown in underwater nurseries and is being seen as a crucial step to shore up the country's marine ecosystems. We turn to ABS TV.
We got hit by a white band disease that wiped out 80% of the Elkhorn and Staghorn corals. These are our reef building corals. And then following that, there was also a disease that hit the sea urchins. Now, the sea urchins kind of work simultaneously with the coral by controlling the algae that grows around the coral. So if unchecked, this algae can then smother the coral.
A major water warming event in 2023 has worsened the problem. The EMC says they've used the research obtained from that event to help the reefs build back better. Over the last few years, they have been growing over 2,000 coral fragments across 3 underwater nurseries. The process begins by removing small samples from the reefs.
These coral fragments are from species that have shown resilience in the modern day threats. So it's a certain type of gene bank that we want to have in our nurseries. Currently, we have 96 different types of genes in our nursery. And so we have these structures. They're basically tied to a rope below and they kind of flow with the currents. So that way the coral can grab all the nutrients that are passing by. And our role is to kind of just give them a nice environment to grow healthy. And once they're big enough, we then replant them back onto the reef bed.
And in international news, Australia's Prime Minister says it is heartbreaking that 2 sailors have died in the Sydney to Hobart yacht race. The experienced crew members were killed in separate incidents. The details from Al Jazeera.
One of sailing's most iconic races, the Sydney to Hobart, has been rocked by the deaths of 2 competitors on 2 separate boats. It is the first loss of life in this prestigious event in 26 years.
The sailing community is a very close community, and there's about 1,000 sailors on the water in this race, and to lose 2 in this fashion is just devastating.
Police are investigating exactly what happened to the 2 experienced sailors, but it's believed 55-year-old Roy Quaden was struck by the boom, a horizontal pole which holds down the sails, and 65-year-old Nick Smith was knocked over by the main sheet and hit his head on a metal winch.
Those vessels may have been changing sails at the time, so they weren't actually sailing with the wind. So that creates a different set of circumstances. The hull moves, the sails are moving, the booms are moving. It's a technical change of sail at sea.
These are the first deaths in the race since 1998, when 6 sailors died in a major storm, an incident which led to mass reforms to safety protocols. Although the weather was nice at the start this year in Sydney, several boats have subsequently pulled out because of the conditions.
And that's it for regional and international news.
On Christmas Day, the acting skills of a 12-year-old Toronto-based Jamaican-Canadian singer and philanthropist will be further tested in the movie The Fire Inside, which will be released nationally in the USA. The film was directed by Rachel Morrison, who was nominated for an Academy Award for the movie Mudbound in 2017 and who also worked on the film Black Panther in 2018. Curlin Brown met this preteen recently on a venture for children and revisits that occasion for Inspire Jamaica.
Reach out and touch somebody's hand. Make this world a better place. If you can. Searching for heroes. People need someone to look up to.
The song that begins, I Believe the Children Are Our Future, also asks that we show the children all the beauty they possess inside, while the melody further hits home close to the end.
I found the greatest love of all inside of me. Thank you.
And it was the love, the gift inside that came out from Jasmine Headley, Natalia Stevens, Alexia Davis, and Tony Ann Taylor during that unrehearsed collab shortly after they met for the very first time. It was the 12-year-old Canadian Jamaican who was handing out gifts to the teenagers. Unknown to her, the girly stuff came just in time for a big day for them. And it was a surprise to the trio to learn it was Jasmine's birthday. The blend of talent and the purpose that brought them together was more than just their talents.
Her philanthropic stuff is driven by Jasmine. It's not her parents who are driving it. She's the one who wants to do this. And I feel very blessed to be a part of this journey.
Happy 12th, Jazz. She said nothing.
Yes, so very humble. Yeah. On behalf of Jasmine and the family and the foundation, boy, I couldn't have asked anything more. When we spoke about doing something together, one thing that I should tell you, with Debbie, every disappointment that we've encountered in the 2.5 years that we've started to work together always brings something richer blessings. And that's why, to me, even during the song Goodness of God is so appropriate.
The thing is, Jasmine has been giving back in a meaningful way since she was 9 years old, and her newest project is spreading. It carries her name and holds a position at facilities where care is paramount.
The Jasmine Corner started during quarantine when me and my brother started donating toys to the Bounty Foundation. I hope to get a Jasmine Corner in every hospital in Jamaica that is in need.
Why is that important for you? You're just 12.
I believe that kids my age and younger, maybe even older, should have a place where they can feel happy when away from home.
What's your message to other young girls looking on right now who are thinking of a project or just want to get involved?
Don't give up, stay on your dreams, keep motivated, the sky's the limit.
And just like the comforting treasures that support pediatric care and protect healing and recovery or provide relief for working parents at the hospital nurseries, Jasmine opened a door for these 3 aspiring singers.
You were close like no other. I've known you as a father. I know you as a friend. I have lived in the goodness.
Happy?
Guys, smell nice and fresh.
So, what's the message from this? Something just happened suddenly. Let me take from you. Out of nowhere, you got a call, and you didn't resist.
No, I
What's the message from all of this?
Have faith in God and remember that everything that God do for you, He does for a purpose.
And for you?
There's always opportunities somewhere. You should just, always be present. Never deny. You get blessings. Yes, we were talking about it maybe one day last week about that.
Oh. You don't want the money.
Oh, thank you. You see, blessings. Yes, we were talking about it the other day. Exactly.
From a devotion group to us singing together at school. Yeah, anybody want anybody to sing? We're the first person to call on, but yes.
So you have a group name. What's the name?
Gems of God.
Shout it out.
Gems of God.
I don't really need to love it very much further. I don't wanna have to go where you don't follow. I won't hold you back again. This passion inside, I can't run from myself. There's nowhere to hide. Somebody's hand make this world a better